Sweetie, we've been watching you for so long.
You haven't?
I love you.
I love you too. Hi.
We've been seeing you sitting down.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking with one of the doctors.
We forgive anything that you've said.
Oh.
Or done.
Hold on. Can we turn the volume down? Yeah. You can probably hear it. My head's gonna explode. I haven't said anything. Don't worry.
It is kind of loud.
Yeah. Okay.
How's that?
Is that better?
Casey,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Turn it just a little bit more. Yeah. Okay,
That's good, honey.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I just talked to Lee.
I know. He told us.
Yeah, we got cut off within our last minute, but we at least got a chance to cover a lot of stuff in our hour, so.
It's good.
What's that t-shirt? I didn't get a chance to ask him, other things
Caylee's
besides.
picture's on the back.
Is it? Can Dad
Yes.
show me the shirt?
Yeah, turn around so she can see. It's the Never Lose Hope Foundation. Do you see it?
I can see
Your
part
picture?
of it, yeah.
Have you seen me? And then it has the information on how to contact.
Okay.
Casey, you don't realize the whole United States is looking for our Caylee.
I know that, Mom.
Her cover's going to be on People magazine in a few days.
Okay.
Everybody is looking for her.
Oh, good.
Everybody is looking for her. Are we going to be able to find her, do you think?
I hope we can, Mom. Now, I didn't get a chance to ask Lee.
Can you look up a little bit more? Raise your eyes up a little bit. There you
I
go.
wanna
So
actually-
now, look straight up so I can look into your eyes, darling. Thank you. I need to do that. It's okay to cry, Casey. It's all right, love. We've all been crying. Casey, I want to ask you just a couple questions.
Good.
I know the pictures with Caylee in Zanny's apartment. Is Zanny's apartment the one with the drums?
She had a drum set, yes.
The one in the picture.
I think there were even other pictures. I told Lee to look through everything.
Okay, is that Zanny's apartment? Because I know whose apartment it is. Is it Zanny's apartment?
That exact apartment, no, that was Ricardo's apartment. It was set up a lot like Zanny's apartment.
Okay. Do we have any pictures of Zanny's
Mom,
apartment?
Lee and I already talked about this. I don't
Okay,
know. It could
all right.
be on the disc at home. I don't know.
What is your... I can't get into your...
I gave Lee everything already. I
All
gave
right.
Lee all of the passwords, everything we could possibly
'Cause I
think
wanna
of
get-
all over again.
I want to get some video clips off Caylee because the video clip with Grandpa is really helping people.
Okay.
Still pictures don't show
No, they
her
don't show her
justice.
personality.
right, and we need to show her personality. So I need to make sure we get that password.
Yeah. I gave Lee the password.
Please look up, sweetheart. I need to see your eyes.
I want to be able to look at you guys too. I can't look at you and look at the camera.
Well, you don't have to look at the camera. Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
Okay.
You're sitting very low.
I know.
Your head's about this much in the TV.
Okay. Do you think Zanny's acting by herself, or does she have help?
I don't know, Mom. I haven't been able to talk to anybody. I don't know. I'm hoping that if there's people involved, there's as many people that are dumb enough to open their mouths and say something as possible. But, Mom, I have nothing to go off of at the moment. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Jose and I go over this every time we talk, and things that Lee told me today I'm extremely aggravated about because I haven't gotten a single letter. Nothing that you've given him has gotten back to me.
I've only given him my letter. I don't think I've given him Annie's letter yet.
Well, I got 2 letters that were sent directly to the jail, but
Okay,
nothing
now-
that's been given to him has
Well,
been given to me.
Well, he can't hand anything to you. Did you read
He can
anything in
at
my
least-
writing?
I read the one little note, yes, but Lee said that he's written letters and he's written other stuff.
Okay, well, then the one little note that I wrote,
he did
you
show
did
me.
get it. Okay, that's the only note that I've given. So don't lose
according
total faith.
to Lee, I'm not losing faith. I'm just going to have a lot of questions for him when I see him, hopefully
That's
later
fine.
today.
You want to have questions for him.
I have a lot of questions, and I'm going to ask you something that he told me. I guess there was a lady that came forward on the news. Her and her son were at the airport, said that they saw Caylee, spoke to Caylee.
Right, and she said her name was Caylee Marie Anthony.
Do you have any more information on that?
Yes. But again, the sheriff's department's telling us they're fully investigating that.
Well, I want someone outside of the sheriff's department looking into these things. I mean, I want Lee to look into stuff. I want you guys to look into stuff. I want Jose to look into stuff. I don't
we're trying to request those videotapes from the Orlando airport.
Okay.
I was with Jose today when he requested that.
Okay. Have you spoken to her yourself?
Oh, she contacted me. She calls me every day, 3 or 4 times a day.
Okay, good. Well, that's what I wanted to know. I don't want just one person running errands for me, someone that I have no contact with. And
Does Charlotte sound like a potential place to look?
You can look in Charlotte. I know Zanny's had roots in North Carolina. I know
and definitely Miami.
Definitely Miami. And New York.
Do you know is her mother's name Zenaida Fernandez-Gonzalez as well?
No, her mother's Gloria.
Is her mother, what age is her mother? She's between your age and Dad's age, so she's about
in her 50s.
55?
Roughly, yes.
Have you ever heard her sister's name? Not Zanny's sister, her mom's sister's name, Zanny's aunt's name.
No.
Is it possible that she could be staying with her sister? Zanny's mom could be staying with Zanny's aunt in Miami.
Possibility. I don't know where exactly they are in Miami or who they're staying with, but it's a possibility.
Does Josephina sound familiar to you? Josephina?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, man. Are they gonna... Oh,
go ahead, honey. No, go ahead, ask.
I was just going to ask if they were going to let us have an extra almost 15 minutes since we didn't get...
Probably not. We'll have to ask to start over. I don't know if they'll allow us or not.
Okay.
Oh, are they? Okay, that's what he said. Okay. Okay. All right. Do you want to speak to your father now?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, gorgeous. How you doing?
I look like hell.
Well, you know something? You really need to keep your spirit high for all this.
I haven't been crying while I've been in here.
Well,
I've been
you know
trying
something?
to read books and do other things to keep my mind off of stuff.
Well, you know, I want to be able to reach out and hug you and give you the big Papa Joe hug. But you know, we got to get that little girl back any way we can, and we're
Dad,
doing everything we can.
My only concern. I gave Lee a statement. I want him to speak to whoever in the media, give them a statement specifically from me. He's going to give them an exact quote. She is my only concern. Next to Caylee, it's you guys. That's my only concern.
Can I ask you something? Is there any particular city that you took Caylee to at all? Any particular friend?
I haven't. No.
It's
Honestly,
been mostly just local?
It's been local. It's all been local. The last time I was in Jacksonville was in March. I haven't left the city.
Well, you know,
Sorry,
everyone is doing...
going to Cocoa Beach one time back in maybe May. I know everyone's looking. I'm getting updates from Jose or from an occasional officer in here will give me just a little bit of the media that they've stomached watching.
Well, have you had a chance to read a paper or see the news?
I'm staying away from the TVs. They don't even have the TV on in here for news purposes. I haven't seen the paper or anything like that.
Okay, Mom wants to talk to you in a second.
Oh, God.
Listen, I'm in front of the cameras all the time. What message do you want me to give to Zanny and to Caylee? What do you want me to tell Zanny?
That she needs to return Caylee.
What do you think her reasons are?
Mom, I don't know.
Okay.
I forgive her. My only concern is that Caylee comes back to us and she's smiling and she's happy and that she's okay.
Okay. What do you want me to tell Caylee?
That Mommy loves her very much. And she's the most important thing in this entire world to me. And to be brave.
Shh, hold on. Anything else?
Just that I love her. I truly, truly love that little girl and miss her so much. God, did I miss you guys.
I know, honey, we miss you too.
I know Lee's priority list, we went through things, and I know Caylee's at the top of everybody's priority list. I'm the last on mine right now.
I know you are. I know you're the last on your list.
I'll sit here as long as I have to. I don't care.
Know. Are you protecting Caylee? Are you protecting me? Are you protecting whom? I know you're protecting.
Lee and I have made an agreement. I'm going to start writing letters. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to write individual letters to each of you. Send them through the mail, through the jail mail.
I don't want to wait through the mail, darling.
I'm protecting our family, yes. Not from anything that I've done.
Someone threatening us. Someone threatening us.
Mom, just leave it at that, please.
Okay.
For right now, just leave it at that.
Okay. I trust you. But just know that you don't have to protect this family. This family is tough. We've been through a lot in the last week and a half. Mom. We're pretty darn strong. We almost lost it a few times, but we are stronger now than we've ever been. So don't try to protect Dad or me or Lee.
I know.
We have to protect Caylee, so don't protect us.
That's
we
all
have
I'm
to
worried
protect
about.
Caylee.
I know.
Well, then there's nothing to protect us for. Do you understand that?
I understand that, Mom.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
How come she never got a chance to get the car? Doesn't make sense.
Mom, because this is recorded, and I don't know who's going to see things, and who's going to misconstrue whatever else. Like I said, there's things that I directly need to say to each of you.
Okay. I trust that.
Lee and I are finding other means to do. So.
Okay. Has someone else been in our house?
I don't know, Mom. Possibly. I told you a long time ago she had a key. God, I was going to ask you something too, and I don't remember.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. How's the rest of the family?
Grandma's not doing very well at all, Casey. She's not. And I can't talk to her because it's not good when I do talk to her. So she's not doing well at all. So everybody sends their love. Everybody loves you. Everybody knows that you've done nothing to Caylee.
Good.
You understand that?
I know that. I'm just glad everybody else knows that.
Well, there's a lot of people out there, though, that doesn't believe that, darling.
Oh, I know. But again, I get that daily here.
Okay, well, hold on. Dad wants to talk to you, babe.
Oh, go ahead.
Casey, what can I do?
Just try to keep talking to the media, I guess. Keep things positive. Keep it focused on Caylee. That needs to be the main focus.
Is there anything else that you want to say directly to me at all?
Just that I wish that none of this would have ever happened. I really wish that none of this would have ever happened.
Well, we all feel that way, and I know we're all just given a lot right now, and we have to keep on being strong and knowing that we got to bring you and we got to bring Caylee home. And I mean, we know where you're at. I don't want to see you here. I don't want you here. But
yeah, but in some ways, I almost feel more protected here than if I were on the outside.
well, I guess there's some truth in that. But you know, once we get that little girl home, which I hope is today, you know, that stuff with you, it's not going to be easy to get through. But at least we'll have you out also, and that's
as long as we have Caylee home, everything else with me we'll deal with as we can. Lee made a good point. Getting Caylee home is our priority. Everything else will fall into place after that. And that's the truth.
Okay. Well, you got to know that Mom and I worry about you being here.
I know, but I'm under protective custody. I'm in my own cell. I'm right across. I mean, I'm literally within 4 steps from where their little station is in here. So I'm being watched at all times.
Okay, when was the last time you talked to Mr. Baez, if I might ask?
Wednesday night. Today's Friday. Wednesday.
Okay. Have you ever thought about even just reaching out to the guys at the sheriff's department, just talking to them?
The few times that I have, Dad, you've seen what's blown up in my face. They've misconstrued things that I said to them. Resources that I gave them, they haven't used. So, in all honesty, as much as I'd like to, at the moment, if I'm going to, it won't be an in-person conversation. It won't be an over-the-phone conversation. It will be in writing. So there's no way of them twisting my words or saying that I didn't give them information.
Well, do you have access to a phone and stuff every day or not?
No, there needs to be money put, I guess, in an account for me so I can make calls. There have to be collect calls.
Well, you know, you can call us. We'll accept the charge.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying I think there still has to be money in an account for me to be able to make any calls, from what I've been told. Tell Mom to keep breathing.
So you need some money so you can make outside calls?
As far as I know, yes. You'll have to ask somebody more information on that.
Okay. Well, talk to Mom 1 second.
Is there any messages to anybody that you want me to give? Do you want me to tell Annie anything? Tony anything?
Tell Amy that I'm sorry.
Okay.
Tell Ryan I appreciate all of his help. If you could ask him to come if he gets a chance to come in town. I don't know if he's going to be able to.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, just tell the rest of the family
that
Tony? What the hell is there to say to him? I mean, it took a friend of mine that I haven't seen in at least 4 years, haven't talked to in maybe longer than that, someone from high school, to come and see me, and he hasn't made any effort, won't talk to Jose, you know, when I sent even a specific note. I mean, I would like to reach out to him, to talk to him, but at the same time, my concern is you guys.
Okay. How about Jesse? He's been real close. Is there anything you want me to tell Jesse?
I would like Jesse to stay as far away from you guys as possible. I'm saying that wholeheartedly and as calmly as possible.
Okay.
I don't know how much I trust him right now, and I even told Lee that. Lee's going to investigate a few people for me. I in my gut, I don't know if I can trust him.
Okay. Well, I've been thinking that all along, but I've told the deputies my feelings.
Jose and I had a couple conversations about that. We've talked about that multiple different times, actually.
Does he know Zanny?
To the best of my knowledge, no, but quite possibly.
Okay. Has Jesse ever watched Caylee in the last month or so while he was off work?
No.
Okay.
The last time he watched Caylee was at his parents' house when she was a baby. So that was 2006.
Okay. You know, his dad has been trying to reach out to your dad. His mom sent Lee an email and to tell us that they, as much as the differences that they had with you, they still know that you're a good mom and that, you know, they want Caylee back as well. So I want you to know that.
I appreciate that. I mean, coming from his family, yes, that means a lot. As far as Jesse as an individual, is very questionable for me.
Okay.
Very, very questionable. Things from his parents that I can,
Hey, I have a
guess,
question.
honestly say I appreciate. Yes.
Your Tiffany ring,
Mm-hmm.
your little heart ring, where is it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it for a long time.
And who gave you that ring again? I forget.
Jeff.
Okay. We can't find Jeff.
Lee actually has more information on stuff like that. He said
Okay.
that he knows information about him, about Juliet, about other people.
Okay. Dee or Daisy or whatever her name is from Kodak called and said to tell you she loves you and she knows you're okay. She just called me. She'll be coming into town.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Are we Tom Frank or Tom Manley? Because
There's
they
a
had
Tom
Manley.
Frank and a Tom Manley. I've, again, information when I had spoken to people even directly at Universal.
Now, Frank is the one last email that you got that you showed
Yes.
me. Now, why did they put in the police report Manley?
Mom, I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm just wondering. So
This is what I'm saying. Information specifics that I had given them.
do you think I could get Mike's help?
Kozak?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I haven't spoken to Mike in quite a long time.
But he knew a lot of these people, didn't he?
He might have. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Have you guys heard from Earl at all?
No,
Meredith, my first manager. No.
no. I don't know how to get in touch with him either.
He had a MySpace. You might be able to find it on my friends list.
Do you know how?
Check
can't get on-
MySpace.
I don't know your MySpace password.
Do you know the email for it?
Is it Caylee Marie? With a
I'll
K?
spell it for you. Yeah. Kayseeomare at cfl.rr.com. Password is
Okay.
the same as my Facebook account. It's Timer, Timer 55.
Do you know who that, on your MySpace friend, who, God, what the heck's his name? Marky Mark?
Yeah, that's Mark Hawkins.
Oh,
That's Charlie Brown. That's Mark Hawkins.
okay, well, it didn't look like Mark. That's why. Because someone thought that person looked familiar, one of the witnesses.
That's Mark.
Okay. He hasn't seen Caylee or has anything related
Mark's
to this.
on the West Coast. No.
Right.
Mark is one
Did
of those people that I trust.
Did you stop by and see his mom a week before all this happened?
We ran into each other at Target out at Waterford.
Do you think she could share anything with me?
I don't know what she'd be able to share. We talked just
Okay.
quickly in passing, and it was about Mark.
Okay, I just didn't know. I just thought maybe I could ask that, and that might be a yes or no question you could answer to me.
I don't think there's anything that anyone would know.
Okay.
August 2008. 4-door. The windows aren't tinted. It's very basic. There's a pink floral car seat on the right passenger side in the back seat. That's the car seat that she's had for Caylee.
And that's why Caylee none of her stuff's missing from the house, because she's got everything.
She has everything. She's always had shoes, socks, diapers, clothes, toys. I mean, you name it.
Who else did she ever nanny for before, besides Jeff, that you're aware of?
No one that I know of. He's the only person that I knew of.
Okay.
I know she'd watched her nephews and her niece. Outside of that, I don't know if there was anyone else.
Okay. And she definitely watched Annabelle.
Definitely watched Annabelle on several occasions.
Okay. Oh, where did you take Caylee to get her hair cut?
I never took Caylee anywhere to get her hair cut. That's why when I heard that was complete bullshit. The only time Kaylee's gotten her hair cut has been at the house. When I did it or when you did it.
I know that. Well, who's your beautician? Who's the girl
last
that
person?
colored your hair?
No one colored my hair. I did my hair last.
Okay.
No one has touched my head since the first week of April after my 21st birthday last year.
Okay.
That was the last person that cut my hair.
So I'm just wondering where that came from.
Yeah, exactly. I'm wondering where that came from.
Okay. Is there anything else you need me to know or to check on for you?
I already told Lee to check my phone records. Keep checking that. Go back through even MySpace stuff. There could be something.
Is there any particular day for sure that you know we need to track this back to?
As far as what, Mom? What specifically?
The last day you saw Caylee.
The 16th.
No, I thought Tara said her and Caylee spoke on the phone that week.
Tara?
Tara from Michigan.
You mean Mark's psycho ex-wife, Tara?
Yes.
She has not even spoken to me since probably the end of May, at least. And there goes the TV again. Lovely. 5 minutes.
Is that an error? Your session went 5 minutes. Casey?
5 minutes, I know. I have not spoken with Tara in well over 2 months.
Okay, she said that she had a 13-minute conversation. No, not 13. That was someone else. That she had over an hour conversation with you. She was having issues.
Yes, exactly. Like 2 months ago. I haven't talked to her since then.
Well, she said it was just a few weeks ago.
You can check the number on my call records.
Don't get upset. I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you.
She's saying that
I know what she's saying.
To each other. Okay.
The babies never spoke to each other. I never even put Caylee on the phone. Listen, Mom.
No, Casey.
I'm not getting mad at you.
I
know you're not. Listen. People like Tara, people like Jesse, who are maybe trying to help, even Christina, God bless her, don't know what the hell they're talking about. They may have talked to me within the last few months or have seen me within the last, year, and will say, oh yeah, this was during this such and such time because they're trying to help.
I know.
Well, Mom, this is why stuff's getting misconstrued. Words are getting put in my mouth. You have my phone records.
I just wanted to confirm that.
I have not spoken with Tara. You can look up her number.
I believe
whatever the Michigan thing is, whatever.
Okay, now we only have 5 minutes. What else do you want me to check on?
I thought they were giving us extra time.
I don't know. That's only 5 minutes in this session.
Oh, I know, and it'll cut off when we have 1 minute left. And then we'll get our last minute. I'm fine.
Okay.
I want you guys to know that. I'm eating to the best of my ability. I miss real food. I
know. I haven't cooked in any of this. People be bringing food to the house. If I list names, is there anybody that may have an insight
Lee and I already went over this. He had a whole list of people that, whether or not he should even bother talking to them, people he should look into.
Were you ever intending on going to Puerto Rico?
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, and we talked about stuff progressively throughout the last few months.
Who made the reservations?
There was never a reservation made for me. I was going to make my own reservation. Everyone was buying
who made everybody's? Who made everybody's?
Nobody was making reservations. We were all going to be buying our tickets as we could or as we wanted to, and we're going to be staying at JP's family's apartment, or his apartment down there.
Okay. I thought it was
No. There was nothing that was pre-scheduled months in advance. We were all waiting to buy tickets, if we were going to buy tickets, things of that nature.
Yeah, because Amy's flight number was written on a piece of paper in your handwriting.
Yeah, I know, because I was picking her up.
Okay.
I needed to know her flight information for when I was going to get her from the airport.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and just like the menus that you found at the house, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that was my list. That was my stuff. I wanted to start waking up at 5 a.m. working out. If it was for Caylee, there would have been waffles listed, mini pancakes, little things that she liked. I would never feed her a bagel with eggs.
She likes bagel and eggs and cream cheese and that kind of stuff.
So do I. We're like the same little tiny person. You know, she's almost my size anyway. But it was all health food, was it not, on those lists? It was healthy stuff. Because that was one thing Jose asked me 3 or 4 times about the menus.
One minute.
I know.
What do you want to say to us?
That I love you. And that I miss you. And, you know, you guys stay as strong as possible.
We are, Casey. Our whole life's turned upside down looking for this little girl.
I know. Trust me, if I could be out there with you, I would be in a heartbeat. Trying to help take the strain off of you, trying to find her. That's all I want to do.
We're going to see her little face again.
I pray to God every day that we do.
Casey,
Hello again.
We have 45 more minutes. They've been so gracious to give us the whole 45 minutes.
They're being generous today.
Well, I think Casey, I think everybody wants an end to all of this.
Oh, of course.
Okay? I have to ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did Caylee ever stay at Tony's?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive. We hung out over there, but she'd never stayed. No.
Okay. Tony admitted to Lee that there's drugs in his home. Could this be related to something like that?
No, it's not.
Okay. Just had to ask, sweetheart.
No, his roommates smoke weed, but no.
Okay.
It's one of the big reasons. 1, Caylee would never stay over there. 2, I wouldn't have Caylee just stay at anybody's house.
I know you wouldn't. That's why I had to ask.
I know. That's fine.
Okay. Oh, besides Lee and Dad and I, has anybody else visited you?
Yeah, Patrick Bourgeois. He was friends with Mike Walker. Do you guys remember Mike Walker? Dad might.
Yeah. Mike Walker.
From track.
Why? How did he get?
He came and saw me yesterday about 9 o'clock, 9:10 in the morning. He was the first person that had actually come up to see me as far as a phone call is concerned. He just wanted to basically tell me that I have friends on the outside. Mike passed on a message telling me that he hopes that I'm okay, to keep my head up. And he said that a bunch of other people from high school all just wanted me to know that
9/24.
that, you know, that they were behind me.
Bourgeois.
The spelling, I'm gonna butcher it terribly, but at least that he's been trying to contact him, like, through emails and stuff, and I told him that's someone, you know, that he can talk to, because I know he's more than willing to help in whatever way he can, and that's even what he told me. You know, he's gonna try to write me and get other people to write me to try to keep my spirits up. So, I mean, I was very short with him, you know, not really knowing what to say at that point, but I mean, I definitely appreciated his visit, and that's even what I told Lee. I wanted to make sure that he knows that, how much I appreciate him coming to see me. So that meant a lot, especially from someone that I know I haven't talked to in the last 4 years since high school.
Oh, is there a Tia Torres in our neighborhood? There's a Tia Torres.
Tia Torres.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who a lot of the people are that live in our neighborhood outside of...
Well, I forget who she told, but she told someone that I was hospitalized recently with a mental condition.
Wow. I'm glad I'm not
serious.
on the outside. I'm really glad I'm not out there.
You'd be surprised the crap that's coming, that
Mom,
people
but see,
think
that's
that
just it. I'm not surprised at the crap that's coming. That's another reason I don't want to hear any of this media bullshit. People want to have their face on the news, want to have their 2 seconds of fame. I never once wanted to be on TV or to have anything, period, let alone it be the worst catastrophic thing that could happen not only to myself but to our family. I mean, it doesn't surprise me what people are going to do or say to try to get attention.
Well, there's only a few people, Casey, because everybody that knows you, the thing that they're saying most is that you're the mom of the group. You're the one that always takes care of everybody else.
That's how it's always been. It's the truth.
I know, because you're a lot like me.
I'm a lot like you. You're exactly right. And that's what people have said. They're like, wow, your mom's a real spitfire. People have been talking you up like crazy, and they're like, I wouldn't piss her off. No, you wouldn't. They would respect you more than anyone else.
All I'm trying to do is find Caylee for both of us.
Oh, I know.
For all of us. And I'll do whatever it takes.
I feel the exact same way. That's exactly what I've been saying. I don't care what I have to do. When I told them I would lie, I would steal, I would do whatever by any means to get her back. That's exactly how I feel. It's the truth.
Casey, we have to find her before her 3rd birthday.
Mom, I know
that's coming up fast.
I know, we have a couple weeks.
I don't want to wait another minute,
I don't want to wait another minute. I want her to be found whether I'm still stuck in here or not. I don't care.
I think once she's found, then you can tell everybody what you know, and you'll be released. Don't you think?
Potentially, I don't know. Yuri has it set in his mind that I've done something.
Well, he thinks you guys did something to Caylee.
Hey, can you hold on for a second?
Yeah, well, don't waste our time.
I'm not going to. I'll be right back.
Why would she do that? That's not right. Now they're taking her. What the hell is that? They did give us a whole slot, so. Just sit down. She doesn't come back. She's coming. What was that all about? What was that
I'm
all
under
about?
protective custody. I'm not allowed to be out if there's other people around, if there's other inmates.
So
I
they
have to go
had
back to my cell. Yeah.
Okay, so there's other people there.
Well, right now, no. There's no other inmates out.
Okay.
But if there's another inmate that has to come in, I have to go back and
I
be
gotcha.
behind the
I
closed
gotcha.
door. So
I gotcha.
it's for my own
It's okay.
protection.
Well, Casey,
No,
you
but
know,
that's what I'm saying.
none of it.
I appreciate it in every way possible.
Okay. Have you spoken with the psychologist or psychiatrist yet?
Every single day.
Okay.
That's who
Are
I
you-
was talking to when I was sitting at the table.
Are you able to freely speak with her, or is that recorded?
No, it's not recorded.
So do you feel like you can open up to her?
No.
Okay. Understood.
We've talked about how I feel about things, but I'm not opening up to someone that I don't know. The only person that I have would be Jose. I mean, for obvious reasons, he's someone that I know that I need to trust, that I've started to trust. And
Are you able to be in the same room with him, or do you have to do
yeah,
like
no,
what we're
we
doing?
have open meetings.
Okay.
Most of the time he can get my cuffs off at least, so that way I'm still chained at my feet most of the time. But no, it's in contact. Him and I sitting at the same table, and it's just us. So
Well, that's good that you get that personal contact with the alibi
he
a little
fought for that completely.
bit. I know.
So it's
I know.
nice to have that contact, and I know that there's no way I can see you guys in person. That's something that I've asked time and time again, but I know that there isn't a single inmate that's allowed that that right whatsoever, unless it's someone that's involved within the police department or
Okay.
an attorney.
Okay. Dad said he has a couple of things he wants to talk to you about, honey.
Okay.
Okay, hang on.
I know this might be a tough thing to answer,
No, go ahead.
but did you borrow something from anyone or remove it without their permission that Caylee might be being held for?
No,
I know that's a tough question, sweetie, but I just need to ask you.
it's not a tough question, Dad. I mean, Mom
Well-
knows the stuff that I had taken from her. We had discussed that, on numerous occasions. And with Amy, I mean, I feel guilty about that. I feel extremely guilty, but I was under a time of desperation.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? With time of desperation, I don't understand.
Like I said to you, I said to Mom, and Lee and I have spoken, and he advised me of something which is very smart. Written contact will be better than anything that's going to be recorded, since we can't speak openly, freely in person.
Okay. Well, I don't want to take time then going into anything else, and I want you to know, is there something that I can do for you, sweetie? I mean, I want you out of here.
I know.
I mean,
I want me out of here too, as quickly as possible. But at the same time, I know that until we get the bond lowered as much as possible, which is probably going to take a lot, the police aren't going to drop any charges. That's pretty evident.
Well, can I
So-
share something with you?
Yeah.
The longer and longer this drags on,
The harder it's going to be.
there's going to be maybe additional things that might hit everyone, and I don't want to get into that with you, but it's getting very, very crucial that we've got to get you out of here. If I could get you out of here right now, I would. But I
Yeah.
want Caylee back too.
That, again, Caylee is my concern. If I have to stay in here, outside of that, if I can get out and then have to come back, I'll deal with whatever I have to myself, that in regard to me. I
Well,
want
you
to be
know.
out.
I want you to know, I want to take your pain away from you. So, you can tell me anything.
I know that, Dad.
I miss you, sweetie.
I know that. I miss you too.
I wish I could have been a better dad and better grandpa,
You've been a great dad, and you've been the best grandfather. Don't for a second think otherwise.
Well,
You and Mom have been the best grandparents. Caylee's been so lucky. Caylee
Okay,
is
well-
so lucky to have both of you. I can't even put into words how glad I am that she's had both of you. And that she still has both of you.
It goes without saying, that our house is empty without both of you there. It's empty. All the little things that we took for granted, we miss them so much.
That's exactly how I feel.
All your little things and all her little things, it hurts that we're not there. Mom and I are just going through the motions, you know?
That night when I told Mom I couldn't be in the house, I knew that I couldn't be there and see that she wasn't there.
I just wish you could have came to me sooner.
I wish I could have come to anyone sooner. I wish that, like I said, that none of this would have happened.
Mom and I are just going through the motions, you know?
That night when I told Mom I couldn't be in the house, I knew that I couldn't be there and see that she wasn't there.
I just wish you could have came to me sooner.
I wish I could have come to anyone sooner. I wish that, like I said, that none of this would have happened.
We can't go back of things we could have done or should have done. We just got to say we got to support each other from here on. No.
I know that. I love you guys so much. I just want you to know that. I wish I could have said something or have hugged you. Or at least spent a moment with you the day of the hearing.
I know, sweetie. We felt the same way. I wanted to reach over and hug you and tell you I love you. And to stay at a distance is, even like right here, this is a distance. It's hard to be away from you. You know, to hold your hand, to hug you. It's hard. It's hard. But we're trying everything we can to get the little girl back. We're trying.
I know you are. You are, guys. I know.
It's 24 hours a day, you know?
I know.
Mom wants to speak to you again.
I know. Dad, if I can't be there myself, I would rather it be you guys than anyone else.
Okay.
I want you to know that.
All right. Well, here's Mom.
You know, I got threatened the other day by Detective Melich about they were going to send a squad car to visit Grandpa regarding the date, because it's the 15th that, you know, we tape recorded Grandpa. And I felt just a teeny bit of what you may be going through, Casey, about trying to protect someone that you love so much. So I want you to know, I don't know where you're coming from, as far as I don't know the circumstances. But I know the mother that you are and the person that you are. And I know you're doing whatever you need to do to protect. I hope you're just protecting Caylee. Don't worry again about protecting your dad or me or Lee. You understand?
Yes.
We can handle anything. I believe that. Okay? All right.
Hold on, I'm going to have to walk away again for a second.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
All right, babe. Take that protective mask. Anytime an inmate comes through, she has to leave. She has to be isolated. I'm not saying anything. Well, I want you to drive anyway. No, we can't comment on anything.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, the phone's all wet.
Yeah. No, she already said she was eating. He wanted to know if you were eating. I'll tell
I
him.
ate coleslaw today. Tell him I ate coleslaw.
Well, you probably eat a lot of things you never used to eat before, because when you're hungry, you'll eat.
I hated bologna. I've been eating bologna and cheese on occasion. Grits. I don't do grits at all. It's terrible.
Well, you know what? You're going to eat what's in front of you.
No, not really. Still won't touch certain gravy outside of yours or Grandma's.
Well, you better eat a little something, honey, because you're getting really thin. You're getting thinner.
I've been
I know,
thin,
but Casey, you're a lot thinner.
Well, I'm only eating 3 meals a day. They're very small. that's, what we're given. So I can't eat all day. I can't walk around and snack like I normally do. I'm not putting in probably 3,500 calories.
Yeah.
I'm drinking juice that has no real juice in it, no sugar. So
It's good.
tell me what's in that.
Yeah. It's watered, flavored water.
No, it's juice.
Is it?
Ish. Tastes like juice. Oh, man. At least now I have more stuff to look forward to every day. The potential to get a chance to talk to you guys, to at least see you this much. Besides a shower every couple days and crappy food.
Wow.
And the inconsistent visit with Jose. But at least, it's something.
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming this afternoon.
That's what I figured. He usually comes after 7:30, between 7:30 and 10.
I think he's going to try to come on.
Well, that's good. I'm at least going to get a shower after I'm done with you guys, so. I know he was putting in an appeal for the bond. Do you know what will happen with that? Have you heard anything from him?
No, he said it might not be till next Wednesday before the final on that.
Okay.
So it could be a while. Yeah, we never really got a full description of Zanny. I know she's got brown curly hair.
About shoulder length. She wears it straight.
It's curly.
It's curly, but she also wears it straight. This is what I'm telling you. It's called a straightener, remember? She's the one that gave me my straightener.
That's true. Okay. How tall is she?
About 5'7"-ish. She's just like maybe an inch or two shorter than Dad, so 5'6", 5'7". Very thin, maybe a little bit more meat than me, about 140-ish. Fairly brown eyes. No tattoos that I've ever seen that I know of. I've seen her in a bathing suit, so unless it's something beyond that.
Well, I would think if anybody around her knew her, they would have come forward by now.
That's what I'm thinking. That's even what I told Jose. If it was anyone that especially has known me, that knows Caylee, that at least knows of us.
Did anybody ask you to describe her and they did a composite drawing of her?
Not once. And when they went and interviewed that girl down in Kissimmee, they never showed me a picture of her. They never searched.
Okay, now they told us that you couldn't pull her out of a lineup.
They're full of shit. I had told them multiple times, find a sketch artist, show me pictures, show me something, I can point her out to you.
Okay, well, you make sure Jose does that today.
I've told Jose this. I told him to pull in a sketch artist.
Okay.
I've told Jose that multiple times. I've given him and also Gabriel, his associate, the same information I've given you. It's the same information that I gave to the police. They never searched by her full name. They searched by Zenaida Fernandez or Zenaida Gonzalez, never by her full name.
And it's Z-E-N.
Z-E-N-A-I-D-A. I don't think she has a middle name. There was never a middle name on anything that I remember seeing. And I know she went by both last names. She always has. Since she was younger, since her mom remarried.
So Flores Gonzalez, and you don't know what her stepdad's...
Fernandez-Gonzalez.
But you don't know what Fernandez-Gonzalez...
I think her dad's first name is Victor, her stepdad, or that could be her real dad, but I remember her saying Victor. Victor and Gloria were her parents.
Victor and Gloria are her parents, but they're separated or divorced.
They are as of now, yeah. That was her stepdad.
Divorced.
But I know she has a lot of money. That's where she got the car from.
So Victor's her stepdad.
That's her stepdad.
So his last name wouldn't be... His last name wouldn't be Gonzalez then.
I think it would actually be Fernandez because then, as far as I know, with Spanish last names, it's the father's first name, then the mother's last name.
Yeah, but Victor is his stepdad, right?
Mm-hmm. She has his last name and her mother's last name.
Oh, he adopted her?
He adopted her. He legally adopted her, yes. Where? I'm not sure.
You don't know where he's living.
No.
And I thought you said Zanny had a sister.
Her sister's name is Samantha. She has the whitest name possible. They have different dads.
And you don't know what her last name is.
No, I do not.
And you said Samantha's a student.
She was a student at UCF, yes. But I can't remember her last name. I know that she was within the last 12 months.
Is she older or younger?
She's older.
By a couple years or?
Roughly a year and a half.
Okay. All right, babe. Anything else you can think of? Did Xander ever talk about taking Caylee to the beach or doing anything?
She told me that they went out to Coco a couple different times.
With Caylee?
With Caylee. Remember all the places that I was telling you about?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Those were all the places that I've been told that they've been.
Okay.
I told Lee that he needs to talk to you and get a list of places. That's a good start.
The ones over the last month?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Boat is actually the story out on a boat?
It was a story I had been told, yes. Was I there? No.
Okay. And you don't know who she could be with?
No.
Okay. Could Jeff ever look preppy looking?
Yeah, that's how he always dressed, was very preppy.
Do you think he would have ever worn like a horn-rimmed glasses or something?
To the best of my knowledge, he's never worn glasses.
Okay.
But he primarily would wear like reasonably tight jeans, fitted jeans, a polo shirt, something nice. He always dressed very nicely.
Okay. And you don't know where Jeff's sister's last name or anything is?
Her married name, no. I can't think of it offhand.
Okay.
Oh, man.
And what about Zanny's roommates?
I haven't heard anything from either of them, but I've given everyone names. If you want to write down their names as well, I've given them to the police, which they never did anything with. Raquel. Raquel is the first one, R-A-Q. U-E-L.
Mm-hmm.
Her last name is Farrell. F-A-R-R-E-L-L.
Now, who worked for the ABC company? Distribution.
Jennifer. Jennifer's her second roommate. Raquel supposedly had worked there for a short time herself.
But you don't know when?
I don't know when. Jennifer, I know, had worked there within the last year.
It's the ABC distribution catalog, right?
Yes.
But you don't know Jennifer's last name?
Her last name is Rosa. R-O-S-A.
R-O-S-A. Okay. When's the last time you saw Raquel and Jennifer?
Oh, wow. Easily a month and a half, 2 months ago, maybe.
For both of them. Are they still roommates?
I have no idea.
Okay. But they're both from this area?
They've at least lived in this area. I don't know where they are outside of this.
Okay. Okay. You don't know where Raquel worked?
No. I know that she was a student. She'd served at a couple different restaurants.
But you don't know what restaurant?
She'd said a Fridays. I don't know which one.
But
or
local?
when this was. It could have been local. It could have been somewhere else. I don't know.
Okay.
There was never anything specific. I know that they each came from families of decent amounts of money, which is why they didn't have to have substantial jobs.
Okay.
Is there anything else Dad can think of?
I don't know. You stink. I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize. It's good to actually see you guys smile a little bit.
Dad was out sweating, working, doing flyers and stuff. I had to.
He stinks,
And
and
then
we
we had-
showered in 2 days.
We got a flat tire as we were getting off the expressway. My car tire went flat.
Hey, guess what? That happened to me.
Yeah. So, did you know Trenton Duckett's father's been helping us?
That's
You
what
know.
he told me. Jose actually told me that he had contacted you.
Yeah, he's been helping us.
That's what I've been told, which I guess that's good. He's maybe a very resourceful person.
Did
in that sense.
Lee tell you how much the reward is for finding Caylee?
No.
Can you imagine?
I haven't heard anything of this, so
It's
I
over
can only imagine.
I think it's $225,000.
Jesus Christ, that's almost half
That's
my
a lot.
bond.
Well, a lot of people want that little girl found.
Good. The more people, the better. Everyone should want her back.
Well, they do, Casey. Just want you
Good.
to know there's a
Good.
lot of people helping. I only get 1 or 2 phone calls a day that are not nice phone calls, but I
Yeah.
get many, many, many phone calls and many people reaching out that
Good.
just believe in you. They believe
Good.
in us finding Caylee. Okay? So keep your head up high. But if you think of anything that could help, don't be afraid.
Oh, I won't hesitate to let you guys know.
You can't be afraid, Casey, of anybody. You got to get that strength from me and your dad and your brother. I know you have it in you. Okay? You need to get that strength inside and do not feel like someone can hang anything over you or anything over us or threaten us because, well, you have said you're protecting this family. You don't need to protect this family. This family's been through a lot.
I know.
Yeah. We love you very, very much.
I know. I love
Yeah,
you guys
Dad wants
too.
to say something too.
I just had a little analogy of our family.
Uh-huh.
Think of me as the thumb. I mean, think of that. The next finger, the index finger is your mom. She likes to point just like Caylee.
Yeah, but it's with the middle finger.
Okay, the middle finger, I guess, is mom probably. But I'm looking at size in the family. The next finger after that is going to be Lee, then it's going to be you, and then the final, that little pinky, that's Caylee. So think of that. Think of your hand. Just think, this is us. This is the family that love each other, that cares, and needs to be together.
I know.
And we're missing two fingers.
I'm still here.
As silly as it sounds.
I know.
We have you here. We know you're here, but it's not the same.
I know it's not the same. It's just like I have you guys with me, but it's not the same.
I'll tell you, doing everything that's happened so far, there was a lot of hard decisions to make, and we're trying to find that little girl. We're trying.
I know you are.
I mean, all of us have experienced a lot of different things. We've asked so many questions. We've went on emotions, but if there's anything at all that you want to share, you got to share it. Write it down. I mean, I know Mr. Baez is working in your best interest, but
My number one.
let me ask you this. Would you be interested in talking to like an FBI guy or something?
Anyone that you guys want to bring in, I'll talk to.
Okay. That's true. That's great news. Okay. Here, Mom's again. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I mean, is it just the local police you don't feel comfortable to?
Oh, it's just.
Or is it just the authority in general?
It's those two specific. It's Adams and Melick. Now, Happy Wells, the other
You mean
detective.
Allen and Melick. Uh-huh.
Allen, yeah. Sorry, John Allen and Melick.
Okay.
The other guy that came to the house, I don't know if you remember him very well. He went by Happy. His last name is Wells.
Happy Wells, you want to talk
Happy
to
Wells.
him?
I would speak to him of any of the the detectives.
Would you speak with him with Jose, or would you speak to him by himself?
I would speak to him alone with Jose. It doesn't matter. We had a lot of conversations when I sat up in the room that day. I just sat in the lobby of the sheriff's department for probably a good 3, almost 4 hours.
Okay.
And Happy and I sat there and we conversed. He was very, very concerned with Caylee. Wanting to find Caylee. That was his priority.
Okay.
He's someone that I feel very comfortable talking to.
Okay, so if we can get that arranged today, you'll talk to him.
I would absolutely talk to him. He's someone that I feel would go out of his way to help you guys.
Now, is he a detective or a deputy?
Oh, that's a good question. I know he works within a similar
Was he at the
department.
house? Was he at the house?
He was the other guy that came to the house with...
Which one?
He was the bigger guy that wasn't wearing glasses that came to the house. When the 2 gentlemen came to pick me up Wednesday morning, he was one of the 2 guys that came to the house.
Okay.
See if Dad remembers him. But
okay.
They called him Happy. I know his last name as well, so I know that.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Well, we could probably get that arranged because they're wanting to talk to you, Casey.
Yeah. I don't want someone that's going to tell me that they know that I'm lying, that's going to belittle me, that won't listen to what I'm saying to them. I need someone that will take the information that I'm giving them.
Okay. All right, listen. We're going to leave when it's at 5 minutes so we can get out before the media knows because they're going to try to get us out a back door. So I want you to know when that goes, we're going to be leaving quickly.
Okay.
But I'm going to work on trying to get Happy Wells for you today, if we can.
That would be great.
Now, I'm not sure if we should do it alone or if you should have your attorney present.
That's up to you guys. I'm leaving that to your discretion.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Well, I
either
think
way.
I think you should have your representation.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Is there anything else you need that you want us to do or say or look? Anything? What do you need from us?
I totally look locally, especially.
You sure?
Check places that we're familiar with that we know. I mean, it's not going to hurt to look. I don't know where you guys have posted things for Caylee, been able to post pictures or things like that, but
yeah. She said that guy. Dad wanted to know if it was a female officer, but this guy, this Happy Wells, you've already connected with.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Asked Dad if he remembers. He was one of the 2 guys that came to pick me up Wednesday morning.
He was one of the ones that picked her up Wednesday morning. Okay. We'll get that.
Okay.
Okay.
God, just know how much I miss you guys.
Oh, we know that. We know that. The quicker we get Caylee, the quicker you'll get home too. But Casey, if we don't find her, they're trying to build a case against you, honey.
That's what they've been doing. I know. That's the other 2 detectives' main goal is building a case.
I know, and that's why I'm so frustrated. Because I know they're not
frustrated. That's why I don't want to speak to either of them because it's not going to do any good. It really isn't.
Well, we'll make it happen with this other person.
Thank you.
And like I said, if we can get, how about an outside source like FBI to talk to you?
If you can get someone outside, that's fine. Bring in whoever by any means.
Okay.
You and I are on the same page with that. We will do whatever necessary.
Okay. All right, honey, I believe that.
I just want her back.
I know you do.
God.
You have to keep thinking positive. Positive feelings, Casey.
Oh, I know. I have been. I've been staying as positive as I can.
But do you think after this long she'd still be local?
There's a possibility.
What's your gut telling you right now?
My gut's telling me that she's okay.
Okay. And your gut tells you that she's close or she's hiding?
She's not far. I know in my heart she's not far. I can feel it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
God.
Well, we'll see if we can't get a sketch artist and happy, and maybe even FBI to come talk to you.
Have you talked to Ryan? Has he gotten any leads on anything in Jacksonville?
I haven't spoke with him for several days. I don't know if Lee has or not. I kind of haven't really reached out to too many people, except your immediate friends here.
Well, Ryan, again, he's definitely one of those people that you should talk to. So.
Well, I had before, but there wasn't really much to tell him.
Yeah.
So, but like Corey and Sean and Chris.
Those guys, yeah.
And all those guys, they feel connected with me to get to you.
Yeah.
Because I think they see you and me and me and you.
Oh, most definitely. Those are guys that I have a long history with, that I've known for 8-9 years.
They're doing everything they can, Casey, to help find Caylee. And they know that you haven't done anything.
Oh, I know. Those are my big brothers outside of Lee's friends. Those are my other boys.
They're just confused like we all are. And Jose said that you said everything would make sense once we found Caylee.
Well, yeah, once you have someone that you can talk to, that you can get a real explanation from, that's known where she's been, it's going to have to make sense at that point. Once we get Caylee, everything else will figure itself out. Mainly I was meaning for myself, but even as far as where she's been, what's been going on with her.
Alright.
Do you know what we're looking at as far as time?
Yeah, we're getting close to the end. And you know, as soon as that happens, we're going to leave, okay?
I know.
Alright, dear.
Just tell Lee that I love him. I didn't get a chance to.
He knows that. Your brother has been a rock for all of us. He has done so much, Casey. You don't know what this family has done pulled together for you.
I've been hearing from some of the officers. They've told me. And they've said that the one coordinating most everything, and hearing that. Sorry, hearing that the other day, it just, I know.
It's unconditional love, darling.
You may publish.
The item in evidence.
And that is what number? Okay, you may publish Exhibit 67.
Hey, hold on 1 second.
Hey, can I get this turned up a little bit?
Come on. I can't really hear you.
Okay, I can try to speak up a little bit.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
Okay. How are you?
Oh man, I don't want to start crying.
Yeah, I don't either. Let me just kind of give you a heads up. To my knowledge, we can have about I don't know if you know how all this works, but we
No.
can have about an hour together.
Okay.
Mom and Dad are scheduled at 1 to come in and see you too.
Okay.
I had to set this up through the deputies at Orange County because Baez couldn't do it for us, or at least he claimed, and we were having a tough time doing it for us.
Yeah, that's what he told me the other night.
So we still have visitation set up for Monday also.
Okay.
I just wanted to give you the heads up. First, I'm sure you know, or I'm sure you've been told by Jose, everything that goes on inside the jail, including this, is recorded, and anybody can, listen or hear, including the deputies, including Jose, all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay. However, there's one thing that nobody can monitor, and that is if you're able to write a letter.
Okay.
Now, how the letters work, there is a mail system inside the courtroom, and if the letter is delivered to and from the mail system, that is not monitored. If you give a letter to Jose or to anybody else, of course they may end up reading that.
Yeah.
So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to be writing you a letter as soon as I can to get it to you, to give you that line of communication. So if you didn't feel comfortable saying something when you knew you were being recorded and monitored, that you can get that, to me that way.
Okay.
Do you have access to paper and a pen?
I can get access to that. That's not a problem.
Okay, that's the first I want to do. So I guess I just wanted to drop you some knowledge first. I think is the best thing that we should go over.
Yeah, definitely.
You already know that about how you can reach out now if you didn't know that already. Here's what I wanted to go over with you, make sure that you're aware. Obviously, Jose works for you. Okay? Anything that you say to Jose is supposed to be attorney-client privilege and supposed to be in confidence.
Yeah.
How that works is, even if you ask him to reach out to the family, if you ask him to reach out to law enforcement, if you give him a letter and ask him to do it, he is not obligated to do that. He will make a decision if it's in his or your best interest.
Yeah.
The key is his best interest too. At this moment, I really don't have anything against him, but I want to make sure that you realize that if you try to reach out, he may not be giving us this information. Okay?
Yeah, I understand that.
He's told us that, his number one focus is you. That his secondary focus is Caylee. The truth is, because it's a business.
Yeah.
The truth is, the most important thing for him, his first focus is himself. Then you, then Caylee.
Hey, hold on one second. Can we turn this up a little bit? Yes. Thank you. All right. At least this way I won't have to strain my head to try to hear you in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, keep going. You're fine.
I cannot speak to anybody else's focus other than what they've told me. What I can do is speak to my own focus.
Yeah.
What I can tell you is my number one focus is on Caylee.
Yeah.
My second focus is you.
Yeah.
My third is mom. Then dad. Then me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to make it, and I don't give a shit about Baez. I don't give a shit about the police. I don't give a shit about anything else. Those are my priorities.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
I need you to tell me if my focus should be anything different than that. If anybody's priorities should be in a different order, or if I should have anybody else in there at all.
No, I think your priorities are where they should be, and that's exactly where mine are. So, honestly, I'll stay here as long as I have to. My only concern is Caylee.
Okay. Well, and that's what I want to go over. I'm sorry, I wrote a lot of this down because there's some stuff that I wanted to make sure that you are aware of before we really started getting into anything.
Yeah.
Just so you could feel comfortable in the way that you're answering, so that you know if you don't feel comfortable answering, that there may be a way that you can reach out to where you would feel comfortable being a letter or something like that, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. The police are only going to go off of whatever information gets to them. I know for a fact that they have been reaching out to Mr. Baez. They have not reached out to Mr. Baez on a phone call since the 16th when you were put under arrest. They left 2 messages for Jose. Jose has never, I've seen the phone records, he has never returned a phone call to the police department. Now, he has written a letter, faxed a letter over to them that's saying that you're willing to cooperate and things like that. When they have reached out to him since then, he has either not returned the phone call or he has, and I mean, I've got the correspondence. I saw this yesterday, and I'm not trying to knock, to knock what he's doing or anything like that. But I just want to make you aware of exactly what I've been able to, confirm. Yeah. Okay. I'm not even going to get into the bond stuff right now. I know he's probably talking to you. I'm just going to leave it at that. Hold on, I just want to read through and make sure that I'm getting all this first. Okay. How did Jose become your attorney?
It just kind of happened at random in booking. I heard a couple people talking about attorneys, things like that, and they just flat out asked me if I had anyone yet, and I said no. And his name came up, and I was like, well, if he's good, can you do me a favor and pass my name along? So he came and saw me the next day. It was like immediately right after I saw the judge, So
it was it an inmate? Was it a corrections officer?
It was an inmate, and there was 3 other people that confirmed it, so.
Okay, so that's kind of how that happened. That makes sense then, because from what I could find out, I didn't think he was court appointed, so that's what I Okay. What's your honest assessment? How do you feel? I mean, and remember, everybody else can watch this, so feel free to answer however you want to answer. But what's your honest assessment?
I think he's doing whatever by any means necessary to get things done quickly as far as bond is concerned. I know I am his priority. I would like Caylee to be his focus as well, but I know that I am his client and his concern is getting me out so I can help Caylee. That's something that we've talked about every single time we've met.
Now, understand, any of us are going to say that we do feel it would be in your best interest to be able to get out to help us find Caylee.
Of course.
However, I know that especially now that you know that you can write a letter to me or to whomever, that it's just like if you were out and you were able to talk to us when no one else was around.
Yeah. Excuse me.
There are ways, even if you're still in here, that we can still effectively search for Caylee, no matter how comfortable or confident you feel in Jose or the police or anything.
Yeah, so absolutely.
Make sure that you are aware of that. Do you want to talk to law enforcement?
Yes and no. I mean, I know that I'm their, quote, person of interest. So things that I've told them before, they've looked at me like I'm feeding them a bunch of bullshit. So in a lot of ways, I'd rather things come from either you guys, my primary, my family, or my almost tied primary at this point, because Jose's been my one outlet.
Right.
So it's going to have to come from one of those avenues.
Right. Now that you know you have another outlet to the family, I encourage you to just realize, and again, you probably know Jose a little better than me at this point, even though I have talked to him on almost a daily basis, but you know that, again, I can only speak for myself on my intention, and I know you know my intention.
Yeah.
So
we'd like to enter an objection.
The reason why
and request a sidebar.
No, sir. It's untenable. Continue.
The thing about the police, when you gave your statement about dropping Caylee off with the nanny on the 9th, we know that's incorrect. It's actually on the 16th.
Yeah, so, I know that.
Or at a time after Father's Day. Did you know that before?
I've had a lot of time to think about it, and yeah, trust me, it came to mind.
Right, and that's what I figured. I figured you knew it after you gave your statement, and that you haven't been able to reach out to law enforcement since you made your statement to correct any mistakes like that. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So, wouldn't you agree that it would be in your best interest and Caylee's best interest to be able to give the police the accurate information so they can do their job? You know what I mean?
But at the same time, they've misconstrued things that I've said, put words in my mouth, so that there were things that I had specifically said that I never said. So I would rather do that in the form of a letter to the detectives themselves, specifically. So they have that written proof. There's no saying that I said anything, whatever. I'm not going to deal with that anymore.
This is my suggestion to you, because remember, if you write a letter to the detectives and you go through Jose for this, he could decide
not to give it to them.
Exactly. This is my suggestion to you. Write it to them directly through the jail system letter, just like you would write Mom or I or anybody else a letter. Send us and Jose a copy.
Yeah.
But again, you do all this on your own without anybody else being made aware. That way, Jose can't choose to only give them one page of it.
Exactly.
Alter it. We can't change it or alter it. You know what I mean? It's going to be obvious that it came from you, just like you were saying. And now that we have documented proof also, copies.
There's no way to misconstrue anything.
Exactly. That's Casey's the best way to get that information out there.
No, I completely agree with you.
Okay, and that's what we need to be able to do, is keep the line of communication open. So, because right now, here's the problem, and it's not your fault.
Your Honor, the next exhibit is 44 minutes and 5 seconds.
Okay, members of the jury, I give you the choice. You probably need a stretch break. But what we can do is about 4:28. We can start and finish that tape.
No, I completely agree with you.
Okay, and that's what we need to be able to do, is keep the line of communication open. So, because right now, here's the problem, and it's not your fault that the information that they are going off of is incorrect. I've been doing my own research. I've been talking to some of your old coworkers at Kodak and Color Vision. I have the timeline. I know that there's a Jeff Hopkins. I know that there's a Juliet. I've been able to go through and confirm all of these things, and I've given this information to detectives actually just last night.
Okay.
They're extremely interested and they're following up on it tomorrow. But my point was, because they didn't know where to look, they were looking at people that were actual Universal employees. That's why they just assumed everything was a lie.
Exactly, when I had specifically even told them not to. But again, everything that I had given them, they went off of their own assumptions on things from the very beginning.
So what we need to be able to do in order to help this move forward the way that it needs to move forward is we need to figure out the best way to constructively get them the accurate information, whether that's you writing them a letter yourself, or you providing the information through a letter or through a video to me or mom or dad or whomever. And remember, if you do it through Jose, he may or may not want to do it. But understand, if you write something to me in a letter, Casey, I'm not sharing it with anybody. I'm the only person who's going to read it. And if there's anything that you do not want me to relay,
I'll be very specific. I know.
I'm not going to do it. Okay?
I know.
And I know that you do, but I need you to trust me on that. Okay?
I definitely do.
Okay. I want to just kind of run through everything with you and whatever you feel comfortable, going through, but I'm going to ask you some stuff, and I know that you may or may not give me, an answer. or give me, an answer this way, and that's fine. I just want to give you the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
Feel free, if you feel more comfortable not saying something, but maybe giving me a signal, do that, okay?
Yeah.
What I need to know is, I need to know who I can trust out here, okay? I'm just going to say some names, give you the opportunity to respond if you want.
Yeah.
What I wrote down to what I thought the best way is, if I can trust him, don't say anything. if I either can't trust them or you want me to look into something myself, tip me off somehow, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start. Annie.
Don't even bother.
No, well, you're going to understand my rhyme or reason by asking the people and the order in which I'm asking, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
So, Annie.
No.
Melina. Amy.
Most definitely.
Ricardo.
I don't know.
Tony.
I'd like to say yes, but I'm kind of on the fence about that one as well, unfortunately.
Jesse.
No.
Mom.
Most definitely. You can.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure that I'm clear on these answers that I have. Shaking your head for Amy and Melina. I can trust them.
And for Annie and Melina, don't even bother. Don't waste your time. I'm going to be flat out honest and just tell you either way.
Okay. Amy, I can trust her.
Yes.
I don't need to take anything that she says with a grain of salt or look into her or...
Not at all.
Whatever.
She's one of the most genuine people.
This is the line of questioning that I'm asking you for. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to figure out. Sorry if I was wrong.
No, it's okay.
So Ricardo.
I wouldn't worry about it. I don't know what he would know, if anything of any significance. That one is up to you.
Okay.
Tony, again, I'm on the fence about. Use your own discretion.
Okay, I appreciate that. Jesse.
No.
No, as in I don't need to look.
No, as in with things that he said, I would investigate it further, but he's not someone that I personally trust at the moment.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to find out. So
Yeah.
So you're saying yes, I should trust them, or no, I shouldn't.
Or no, you shouldn't. Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect. Mom.
Most definitely.
Dad.
Again, same.
As in most definitely. Ryan.
Yes.
Will.
I haven't known him very long. I met him on the 4th of July, so no.
No, you don't trust him.
He's not someone that I know very well, so no.
Any other people, and I don't have all their names, any other people associated with abusing?
No, not that I can think of. They've all just been people that I've known on like that professional basis, if you can even call it that. It hasn't been anything of any real significance.
Okay. Is there anybody that you don't trust that you want me to be looking into?
Oh, God. Honestly, at the moment, I don't know. I can't think of anyone.
Okay. As of this second, who I'm going to be keeping my friends close, my enemies closer,
Yeah.
is Jesse, Tony, possibly Will. I'm going to try to talk to him.
He's friends with Amy, so you can talk to Amy, actually, and probably get more information about him.
will do, and possibly Ricardo. Anybody else that I should look into at all? A friend through any means. I mean, you can even give me a MySpace name or something that I could figure out on my own, or a portion of a phone number or anything. I mean, feel free to give me the info in any way that you know how. If you don't now, that's okay.
I don't know of anything at the moment.
Okay. So that's good. That's the direction I wanted, and frankly, that's where I'm going, where I have been going. So
Yeah.
I'm going to stay on the course that I'm staying on. Let's see. Where should I, as far as any areas or places, where should I focus a search or tips or reaching out to people?
Check things locally, Lee, in all honesty. Places that are familiar to us, to our family. Ask Mom specific places that I've mentioned when her and I spoke over the last period of time, over the last few weeks. She should remember specific places.
Would you feel comfortable, I have some written down, would you feel comfortable tipping me off to those places now, or would you prefer that I just go through Mom?
Try and go through Mom. If you need more, if you need something more concrete, more specific, I can try to give you that.
Okay. And you want me to get familiar situations just with places or with people also?
More or less with places. I don't know of people at this point. I have no idea. Again, this is really the first outside connection I've had besides one visit yesterday from someone I haven't seen in 4 years, at least.
Who is that?
His name is Patrick Bourgeois. He was a friend from high school.
Yeah, Patrick's reaching out to me via email.
He's someone that you should definitely talk to. His exact words to me, I have a friend on the outside. He has a whole group of people that he listed off to me that are still friends, people that we can trust.
Okay,
so you can,
I can get from trust.
I would definitely talk to him. I mean, I don't know the kid all that well outside of high school. But again, with him being the first person that even made an attempt to come and talk to me, that meant an awful lot.
Well, I can tell you, we tried to make an attempt through the police department on the 16th. We tried to make an attempt through Jose Baez on the 18th.
Yeah.
Dad tried to call on Saturday and on Sunday. Either the line was busy or we were told that we were not able to set anything up at that point. My dad was on hold on yesterday all day, either on hold or the line was busy. Mom called yesterday and it was on either hold or busy. And we were instructed on the 16th by not only Jose, but also by the police department that we would not be able to see or talk to you until 7 days after your arraignment, and that we could not set anything up prior to that. That is what we were told by both of them.
Did they have any specifics as of why? I mean, I know that you have been, held back from coming and seeing me. I was even told that by Jose.
We were instructed that this was the court system and that's the process.
That's bullshit, because it's not. No. I'm just putting it right flat out for you.
I just figured that out, and that's the main reason why I want you to be able to know that stuff that doesn't get to us, that doesn't get to, from either through Jose or through the police or through whomever.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not accurate, and people can have their own agenda. Okay.
Oh, Lee, I've known that since my first court meeting. It was fabricated that I even said anything to any officers. I didn't speak to any officers that first morning that I was here. So the restrictions that I've been under for the last week have all been fabricated. It's all been bullshit.
Okay.
The police's exact words to me. I'm going to tell you all of this because I want them to hear me say this.
Good.
When Melick read me my rights in front of the other two detectives, flat out said, I'm going to hold you there as long as I can. There's going to be no bond, period.
I do know that. He conveyed that very honestly and upfront to us too. He did convey that to us.
Oh, he made sure that he didn't add that in any part of his testimony the other day.
Right.
So
he was instructed by, obviously we've had a line of communication with Jose. The police have a line of communication open with the DA, state, whatever you classify.
With the State Department, yeah.
Right. So it's the same thing. They prep their witnesses,
yeah,
just like Jose preps mom and dad or whomever else.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the way that it works.
Yeah.
So, frankly, I knew exactly how that bond hearing was going to go down.
Yeah, I had my feelings going into it, so.
I never had any thought that it was going to go down any way other than it did. And we had been instructed every day, because we asked every day after we dropped to Casey, have you ever gotten a letter that we've written to you?
No, I've gotten 2 letters. One was from the Dr. Phil show. The other was from another attorney that was posted the 17th.
You've never gotten a letter from mom?
I haven't gotten a letter from anyone except those 2.
You've never gotten a letter from Annie?
No. I haven't gotten a letter from anyone, Lee.
We have written you since the 16th, Casey.
And I've been getting things that were dated 3 days ago.
We've been giving these to Jose. Okay? So I need you to understand that he is reading these, and for whether he's reading them or not.
And for what it's worth, I'm not getting anything.
He's not giving it to you. So you have to realize that, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to...
Oh, I know.
I'm just trying to make sure that you are informed of exactly what's going on, because none of us, I have no reason to say anything incorrect, okay? Now understand your rights in this, okay?
Yeah.
Because of your age and you being an adult, we as the family members, we do not have any say on your representation. We do not have any say in anything that's going on. You do.
Yeah.
If at any point you want to change jockeys in this horse race, you can do it. Okay?
Yeah.
All you need to do, it's as simple as you reaching out to somebody in the corrections department, anybody in the corrections department, to Jose, to whomever, and make it known of what you want to do, okay?
Yeah.
What my worry is, and again, all I have to go off of is what I'm being told by Jose and what I'm being told from the police department. And I know they are holding information back for their own means.
Yeah.
I know this. You and I, and all of us, we have to use them as resources. If they are not effective resources for us,
we need to find other means.
Right. This is something that I've learned from Josh Duckett, who is the father of Trenton Duckett that has been missing for 2 years.
Yeah, I heard that he contacted Mom.
He's contacted all of us. I've been talking to him on almost a daily basis, Casey. While he's got his own demons and I'm not really outside of all this, what I've learned from him are how to manipulate the media, how to manipulate law enforcement, and how to manipulate attorneys the way that we need to do this. And his sole purpose is finding Caylee.
Good.
He has strictly told me, I don't give a shit about me. He said that he doesn't give a shit about me. He doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't give a shit about Casey or mom or dad or anybody. All he cares about is Caylee. Because he's right. Once everything behind Caylee is finished and done, all these other things will work themselves out.
Oh, of course.
So that's what we've been going through, is how can we effectively, do that.
Yeah, I've even said from day one, putting my crap out within the media and everything, honestly, that's being said is complete garbage.
Right.
The focus isn't on Caylee, and that's where it should be. That's my only concern.
Right. Understand that, because right now the only way that we can get information out to the media is through Jose. Now that you and I have a form, or that anybody has a form, whether you want to say it here or you want to say it in a letter, if you want me or Mom or anybody to go out through the media, I'm in front of the media, I'm getting phone calls from the media 10 minutes in every hour of every day.
Yeah.
I can do whatever you need me to do, okay? If there's things that need to be corrected, if there's things that you want to make known, or that you want me to hold back.
Yeah.
Again, you already know this isn't the way to hold something back. But if you want something known or corrected, or if you want your voice heard, tell me. Or somehow get that to us, and we will do that, okay?
Yeah.
Before we get into anything else, there's a few other things that I wanted to go through with you, and I'm sorry this
No, go ahead.
questions, but
it needs to be done, Lee.
Understand my rhyme or reason behind
Absolutely.
Because we only have an hour.
Yeah.
I've already asked you who I can trust, and what I'm taking out of that is these are the people that I need to keep close with me, because maybe I'll find something out. And I've already asked you the places where I should focus, and I've already talked to Mom, and I already know, and I'm not going to go through them and laundry list them out now like the others.
Yeah.
If you want me to do that later, tell me. Are there any places or clues out there that I can look? I'm going to list some things out. MySpace.
I don't know. Possibly.
Facebook.
Again, possibly.
Photo bucket.
No.
Your phone records. As in your telephone records.
As in my telephone records, that's your best bet for anything.
Do you have a bank account?
I just opened up a brand new account. Which, Mom, if...
telling me where?
It's at Wachovia. I already told Mom that. I know that any mail that comes to the house, as soon as there's access, I want Mom to be able to go and do that. She has power of attorney, Lee.
I understand that, but you understand, power of attorney doesn't mean anything when you're incarcerated. How power of attorney works, that means if something happens to you, as in you being deceased or you being locked up. When locked up, right? You are not locked up right now. Those are very clear. You're arrested. You're not charged until you're incarcerated in jail with charges on you.
Yeah.
Power of attorney does not mean anything. So Mom cannot get this information willingly or by her own means. We have. So when we're asking you for passwords or we're asking you for information, it's because honestly we can't find this out on our own.
Yeah, understandably.
So just keep that in mind. If there's something that you need to communicate, to us. The purposes of this Wachovia account. I'm getting off track real fast. I'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Should I look into bank or credit card records of Mom or friends or anything else that you may have either borrowed or used money from?
No.
That wouldn't point me in any right direction?
No.
Okay. Any clues or anything that I should focus on at the house? Mom's house, your house?
Outside of maybe stuff on the computer, nothing I can think of.
On the computer, because this was something that I was going to get to. How about the laptop that you were using, Mom's computer?
Yeah.
Focus on that one.
I don't think there's anything on there.
Should I focus on the family computer?
Check the family computer. Check the disc of pictures that we have. There may be a picture that may help with something. I don't know. I mean, there's probably 30 pictures, CDs of pictures that I made for Mom.
I've seen them.
You've gone through all of them.
Talking about.
Yeah.
Is there any one in particular that stands out that you want me?
Not one that stands out particularly, but I would check them because there could be something.
Would it benefit me to, if I had the password and I don't, for the your version of the desktop?
I'll give it to you right now.
Can I have that?
Yeah.
What is the password?
RICO234.
I have tried that, Casey. It does not work.
That was the password that I used at the house.
RICO. Does any of those letters have to be?
Nothing's capitalized. No.
Any spaces?
No spaces. And it's the letter O, not a 0.
I tried this, Casey. It does not work. I'm telling you that I tried this.
That's the password that I used before I left the house. That last time before I left the house, that is the password that I used.
Okay.
Who else has been on the computer? That's my question to you. You don't have to answer that.
Computer.
Well, that's the password that I used the last time I logged in on that computer, which was the day that I left.
Okay.
Mom was there when I did it.
What is for specifically the Caylee is missing MySpace page?
Mm-hmm.
What is the login email and the password?
The login email is Casey Marie, CASEYO, the letter O, MARIE, @yahoo.com.
Password for that one?
Cays, CAYS 234.
Okay. Getting back to where I should look for clues.
Mm-hmm.
So Mom's house, you specifically mentioned the computer. I've got what I need for the computer. Ricardo's house.
There's nothing there.
Tony's house.
Outside of maybe my blow dryer and my straightener, maybe a couple shirts, there's nothing there.
Jesse's house.
I haven't been to Jesse's house. You mean his parents' house or his apartment? His apartment, he moved everything out.
Either one.
Neither.
So I know you've been there. At least
Yeah.
Okay.
I had been to his apartment a couple times this year. His parents' house, 2006.
Okay. Fusion.
No.
Your text message records.
I know there's numbers, but outside of that, I mean, I know it doesn't show specific messages. I don't know if you can go back and see what specific messages were. I don't know if there's a way of doing that.
Right.
Quite possibly, yes. Because it's been my main form of communication with everyone.
Did you really have a different phone?
There was really a different phone. I don't know where it is. And that's something that worries me because there are 4 specific... Oh my God, it cut off. Okay, bring it back.
Casey, you still there?
Yeah, did you get the message that I got? Yeah, we have 5 minutes.
No, I did. I saw the 5-minute thing, but it had cut off. So,
Yeah.
Sorry. Back to the. Sorry, I completely
No, it's
lost
okay.
the place where we were.
Outside, there's 4 numbers specifically. If we could recover that phone.
What 4 numbers, or whom, or whatever?
It was Jeff's last number that I had. It was.
Would it have been a 904 area code?
Yeah, it would have been a Jacksonville number.
Remember any numbers out of that? Because I have all the phone numbers from your phone.
You have all of the phone numbers from the phone that I have currently.
I have the records, Casey.
Oh, shit.
I need to know what I'm looking for.
It's a
anything
90
that you can help me with.
It's a 904 number. That's all I
There's
know.
like 4 904 numbers in your phone. If you remember any other numbers that I should look for, any combination of the numbers, let me know. Or,
Okay.
how about this? Do you remember a day or a time when you may have talked to that person?
Not specifically, because we talked very vaguely over the last couple months.
And would it have been quick phone calls, or guys in 1 or 2 minutes, or would it have been 10 to 15 minutes?
It depended on the daily.
Times 2. Okay, that's fine. I'm just, you know what I'm going for, okay?
Oh, definitely.
Is there any clues as it relates to anything, email correspondence that you may have?
No.
Your passwords? Any meaning behind the passwords that would be clues to any of this?
Yes.
Does that include the MySpace sign-in passwords as well as the computer passwords?
The computer passwords, no. MySpace and Facebook, yes.
Alright, so there is meaning behind those.
Yes.
I'll let you elaborate if you want to. If not, I can move on. It's okay.
Move on to something else. We'll cover that by other means.
Okay. How about your tattoo?
That's Caylee related.
I know it is,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll leave it up to you if there's anything, any clue in that.
No, there's not.
Okay, that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Okay. I know we got 5 minutes. Tell me whatever you think that I need to know, or whatever you want me to get out there.
If you can speak to the media directly yourself, coming from me, my concern is Caylee. That's all I want.
Yes.
No one has once said anything for me, voiced that I love my daughter, that I want her safety, and that she and the rest of our family is my only concern.
I'm writing this down. It's literally going to be a quote.
All I want is to see her again. To hear her laugh, to see her smile, and to just be with our family. Nothing else matters to me at this point.
Understand that we all feel that way. Every one of us, okay?
But again, they've been hearing that from you, from her uncle, from her grandparents, not from her mother. 1 minute.
We got 1 minute, Case.
I know.
Anything specific that I should be looking into? Any tip, anything that you can give me?
You have everything that I feel comfortable giving at the moment.
That's
Besides finding another means to get it to you, yes.
did Juliet Lewis work with you? Was that the Juliet that Heather knows that worked at Kodak and Color Vision?
She could know her. I don't know if Heather knows her or not. That's a possibility.
Juliet that you were friends with, so I was curious if that would have been the same Juliet.
Look into that. It could be.
Okay.
There's a stipulation as it relates to the next video too. I wanted to advise the court that the audio does not start until 11 minutes and 30 seconds, and with the court's permission, we will forward to that point.
How long is the next video?
We can tell you in a moment. Minutes and 40 seconds for part 1.
Okay, this would be a good time to take a recess. Special one also? Okay. Is 15 minutes sufficient time to take the special one also?